Oh yeah, look at me go. The speed road is kind of fast. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing good myself. I just got done. Hi, boat. I just got done doing a ton of work on this road. It's not quite done yet. I have to finish some of the diorite on the road, and then the walls and these beams over by the skeleton end. So, yeah, it's been going well, though. I appreciate all of the feedback I got on this project on the last episode. Like, there were tons of good words. I didn't even realize it could have really, skipped blocks on here with the ice and all of that good stuff. And then there's some good ideas for the waterlogging stuff, but we're going to switch gears today. In typical me style, we're going to absolutely not do anything to do with the project that we just did last episode. And that's because I keep eating food. You see, my guy's hungry, I guess. And, I come over here and I make my pumpkin pie, right? Because that's what we're doing nowadays. I have way more than enough eggs. I'll show you it. It's probably overflowing inside of the thing. Tons of eggs. That happened on actually the first day of me having that. Tons and tons of pumpkins, right? Like, not as much, but definitely more than I would really need right now. And then I go over to the sugarcane, and that's where I'm lacking. I never seem to have more than enough sugarcane. Let's say I wanted to make a map wall, which is something that I want to do. I would use up pretty much all of the sugarcane, which is not a good thing. I don't want to, really use up that much sugarcane when I'm doing something. So I figured today we'd take a little time off of all of those other projects and do some expansion of this farm. I think we could just tower the design, right? Just keep stacking it. So I would break out this row, I'll break out this row. I'll hide water back here, I think, this time around. And we'll make, maybe a 2-story thing and see how tall it looks. I don't want it to be too overwhelming. But, yeah, we could, kind of double this thing up and get it going, hopefully a whole lot more efficient. I like the design because everything harvests right away. But it just doesn't. The rates aren't good enough, right? So I need to change something. Something needs to improve here. Now, we're going to go up with more birch, right? I think we can just pretty much copy the same design. Then what did I do behind here? I did oak, piston, observer. Oh, yeah. Oak, piston. Oh, no. I can't plant sugarcane like that. No. I knew something was up the second I took a step back and took a look at this. Now, that road that we started in the beginning of the episode, that thing is taking so much time, guys. I know I said it last episode that it's a big project and it's going to take time, but I kid you not, I just got done spending probably 3 or 4 hours on the project. It's a big one. And that's what I like about the game. I like the big projects, and it's kind of like a wow, that's awesome. I like that build afterwards. But while building the build, it's very very tedious, and yes, I know I could have done it in the nether. But I like it. I think it's cool. It's very nice, and I can get over all the way to the skeleton spawner, so 600 or something blocks in under a minute. Like way under a minute, I think. Or at least definitely under a minute. I didn't stopwatch it, but I looked at the clock when I left, and then when I got back, and yeah, it's so fast and nice, and I wouldn't have that if I was using a portal. I'd have to wait for stuff to load in, and then kind of wait around, and it's just so much faster without a portal. But there we go. That's actually correct. This isn't really going to be all that tall. I thought about also doing something a little different with these observers. I don't know if we're going to do it here, but I was considering perhaps, alternating. If I put an observer every 2 blocks, I would save a whole lot of observers, and the farm really wouldn't be that affected. You know what? No. We're not going to cheap out. So, I'm kind of talkative today, which is weird because I'm getting sick, I think. I can feel it in my voice and my throat, but it doesn't hurt that much this time, so that's good. But I have a question. Do you want to see... wrong way. Do you want to see a tour soon? Like, would you like me to go around and, take a look at everything that we've built so far and, all that good stuff? Or... do you not really like tours? You see, I am one short. I love tours. I think it's really fun to go and take a look at stuff, talk about, like the story behind it and all of that good stuff. But I understand, I think, that some people don't really like tour episodes. They like to see productivity and getting stuff done. So, tell me down below, like... do you want a tour soon? If I was going to do one, I think I'd do it at, like, more milestone, like 35 or 40, right? Like an even chunk. Well, not an even number, but, like, you know what I mean. A milestone. So let me know down below, because I think we definitely have enough things that I could go around and show off now. But we have that set up now. We don't need any more... hoppers or anything like that. We'll just drop everything down into this stream, I figured. But we're gonna need to start putting in the stone brick. So I think we'll like quite literally just, double this up and copy it exactly. It's not something that I necessarily am a huge fan of, but I think it'll make the most sense, because if I have this like 4 or whatever with the glass, or 5, and then I have 6, it'll look weird, right? So we'll double that up. I'll fill in the sides, and I'll get some glass too while I'm at it. Oh, you know what? Aha, I am meant to put glass down here. The glass goes even with the bottom of the block. Aha, so this comes out, and this becomes glass, and then... I move everything up there, down 1 block. I knew I was up to something wrong. I knew it. Something wasn't right. Oh, no. It's a trident drown. Now, I keep getting almost killed by these things. When I was working on, the water tunnel... They pelt me with their tridents, and it takes a lot of health away, like, and I don't even usually try and fight them with a bow. Like, usually I'm getting up close and hitting them with my sword, but if you can remember, I have knockback, so it's not that good. I think we should do it. We should just go 3 stories. I was thinking about only doing 2, but if I have 3 stories and I have 18 plants planted on each row, that's pretty good. That's almost a stack of plants planted, and that would yield like a stack and a half, maybe a little bit more of crops once everything is harvested. So I'll go ahead and do 3 tiers of this farm. I'm in the process of setting up the final one, and then we'll just have, a drop here. I moved the lights so they would all kind of be more centered, and I'll pull this out once I'm ready to, but I think after that I should be good in terms of, like, how tall I want to make this building, because if I go any taller, it's going to start to, like, almost reach the sea or the surface, right? And I don't want that to happen. So if I find that the rates aren't good enough for some reason still, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and double this thing up, and I'll put another side on the back, and this side will look way less pretty, but it'll be just as functional, right? And then I can do some kind of water moving mechanism to move everything out to one chest in the front, which isn't hard at all. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about doing with the build. I need to put a roof on this as well, like a proper, final roof instead of like a flat thing. So I'll probably just do a basic diagonal or something like that. But yeah, I'm smelting up more stone brick at the moment. I don't have enough, and I need to make sure I have 4 blocks of space in here. Oh, and I'm making glass too. So I should have enough resources to just kind of power through the rest of this and get it done. And then we should have a lot of sugarcane, hopefully. I'll have to check in a few episodes' time. I'm definitely not going to go ahead and add on the back of that build today. I'll just have to remember to come back and kind of check. Oh, and the vine farm is wonderful. This is from One Harvest here, I think. It's so nice. Aha, I'm glitched in here. That's cool, it helps, right? I didn't know how I would ever wire up these observers, but, yeah, I swam in here really quickly, and then, you know, stop swimming, and oh no, how am I gonna get out? I could go down. Yep, that works. There we go. Okay, so the build itself is almost done now. I need to strip logs, you know, and get the glass in and a proper ceiling, but I have all of the redstone in and I have the water behind all of the sand blocks, so I should be good to pretty much plant the crops as soon as I'm ready to plant the crops. Now, for the roof, I'm not too sure what I want to do. I think I'd like to do some kind of, you know, like, angled roof, I think could be cool. Just a basic one. I'm not sure, though, because, you know, it's such a weird-shaped build. I'm kind of tempted to just leave it flat. It might look better if it was flat, honestly. I'm just so torn on it, right? Because I'd have to do a pretty slow slope, right? Like if I wanted to make a triangle roof or anything like that. I could slant it backwards, but I think that would look kind of weird. So, maybe we just leave it, maybe we just leave it flat for now. That might be the better way to go. Also, you know, considering I'm unsure if I'm going to expand it, yeah, I think I'll leave it flat. Okay, so it's time to drain the thing. I think I can just kind of jump in here and throw these down. That's gonna happen a lot. That's gonna be really noisy. Okay, I should be pretty much good now with the whole draining. I know that's gonna flow back in, and there's nothing I can really do about that, but let's go ahead and poke a hole down here now, and I should be good. Let me try and plant some sugarcane, though, on this as well. I don't know if I absolutely have it done right. I think I do. I didn't think about getting back up. Let's go ahead and just do this. That's fine. Now, did the water stay? It did stay. Awesome. Okay, let's seal this up and take a look. That's awesome. That's a whole lot of sugarcane. I hope my rates are okay with this. I don't really want to expand it anymore. Awesome. Yeah, wow. That's a lot of sugarcane. And a lot of observers. And I guess pistons too. Okay, though. But I think that's pretty good. I don't know. I guess we'll see, right? I'll have to come back and check in a few episodes' time. So, it's time for the comment of the day. Today's comment of the day is from Blue Gamer MCPE. Blue Gamer suggested a watchtower in this area, and I think that's a really, really nice idea. I don't know how I'd pull it off, probably like a glass-domed building outside somewhere, but I really like the idea of a watchtower standing somewhere in here. I could even see it standing like closer to the glass somewhere, like, I don't know, maybe over there by the tree farm in that open area, but somewhere in here I should totally get a watchtower. I think that would be really, really cool. I still need to take this pumpkin out, by the way, above the guardian. I haven't done it quite yet. I need to get rid of it, and my clouds are off because every time I turn shaders on, and I turn them off, I think the shaders default and, turn them off or something. I don't know. I know I didn't use shaders today, though. But I think that's going to be just about it. We'll keep the watchtower in mind, and I'll have to pay attention to this off camera. Now, I never went and got those levels off camera in between episodes, so maybe today's the day that I'll go and do that in the Nether. I talked about it at the end of last episode, if you remember. But yeah, my name is Waddles. Thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying the series and you want early access to the episodes, that's one of the benefits of my Patreon. But it's totally optional. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.